May is Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. Coin 6 proud to celebrate the rich history of Asian Americans right here in Oregon. And I'm proud to share these stories as well. For several decades, Portland had a thriving Japantown. And as we know from a painful part of history, Japanese Americans were then forced into internment camps, and that neighborhood was nearly erased. Now, though, the goal of a new project looks to change that by showing us the full story.
It's everybody's history. It's all of our history. And so it's part of Portland's history. And we want it to be in the forefront, into everybody's, awareness.
Reflecting on the past, Chi Hata with the Living Arts program at the Japanese American Museum of Oregon is also looking forward. There's a lot to see and learn here, and she wants you to know even more.
It's about place and having a place and losing a place and having feeling like you're being erased. And so it's time that we stand up and lift up those stories. We've had to fight for some of the buildings.
Buildings that made up what was once Portland's vibrant Japantown.
There used to be 36 Nihon Machis or Japantowns along the West Coast prior to World War II. And then with the issuance of Executive Order 9066, our communities were erased and encouraged not to return.
By telling stories within those structures, the museum is collaborating with the Architectural Heritage Center. Stephanie Whitlock is executive director of the Portland nonprofit, which has more than 100 programs each year, including its popular walking tours. Eventually, there will be one about Portland's Japantown.
One of the things we try to show people, and that this project is trying to show people, is that a lot of buildings in Portland and everywhere have such a deep cultural significance. Maybe not special architectural significance, but everyday stores, barber shops, groceries. Those are important to Portland's urban fabric because of the cultural history within them.
The two groups will also create a virtual tour that's an interactive digital storytelling map showing how the Japanese community was also in other parts of Portland.
In fact, the Yamaguchi Hotel, which was has a rich association with Japanese history, is slated for demolition. So that's kind of the beauty of the virtual tour too, is we can capture the buildings that have been lost.
We want to remember, but not necessarily bring back everything the way it was, because that's not possible. But what was in our communities, how people lived in the communities.
The collaboration comes with help from a $25,000 grant from the National Trust for Historic Preservation. The two organizations will be able to teach others about what Japanese Americans in Portland went through. Stories that are powerful, positive, even painful.
They didn't have freedom. They were behind guard towers or in prisons. The concentration camps were prisons. And just knowing the resilience and the fortitude and we call it gaman, the ability to endure in the face of a lot of pressure that would buckle a lot of people is really the inspiration that we owe it.
I want you to know the virtual and walking tours should be ready by next year, so they're creating it right now. They will also highlight the contribution of Japanese American farmers. As the people with the museum tell me, it's believed that 60 to 70% of fruits and vegetables in Oregon were originally grown by them. And you can learn more about the Japanese American Museum or find out how to check it out right now at coin.com.
An important part of our history.